Today is honestly the first day that I have not worn my polishes in probably 2 weeks. And it's the day that I'm filming an intro for my nail polishes. Well, I had the video done and then I was like, I should probably film a quick intro. So I'm honestly like getting ready to post the video and I'm like, let me just do a quick intro. What a failure. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So last week I posted a video showing you guys my quad that I recently came out with, along with Glisten and Glow and Different Dimension. I showed you guys the polishes, we went over codes, where to order them, basically just like introducing you to my quad. But I wanted to post some live swatches and some nail art for you, which, by the way, I am the worst live swatcher in the world. The way that I have my ring light set up, I can only put my camera in certain spots or it gives off like a weird shadow. So a couple of moments in the video, my hand is in the way. I'm so sorry. I tried to like work around it. But yeah, I did some live swatches for you. I did a little bit of nail art, super simple nail art, like the easiest thing in the world. Anybody can do it, even if you're not good at nail art. Also, before I forget, I did film this look. It's not up yet, but it will be up probably in 2 to 3 days. So once that's up, I will link it down below. If I remember, I'm the worst, but it will be up soon. So I will link down below where you guys can order the polishes. There are not many left. We're very close to being sold out. So if you guys want them, I suggest getting them because they are not coming back. They won't be sold individually. I did have some people ask me if we would be selling them individually, and unfortunately we will not be. They are only for sale as a quad. It's $45. I will put the discount codes down below for US and international customers. I think that's it. I know I'm gonna forget something and then I'm gonna be like, dang it. So enough of me rambling. If you guys would like to see some nail art and some live swatches of the Ywp Posse, you know what to do. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of nail art. So all I did was put down a black polish. So 2 coats of SE Licorice. My bottle is so old and so chunky and thick. I need to get a new black polish. This was like really hard to apply, and this is an amazing polish, but ooh, she's old. So I'm gonna let that dry for about 5 minutes. You just want to make sure the base is not gonna smudge when you put the other polishes on top of it. So we're using 3 out of the 4 Ywp Posse shades. We're not using this blue one. So we're using the pink, we're using the purple, and we're using the hollow. So I'm gonna start with Valiant Violet, and we're basically doing a dry brush, and you can do it however you want. You can do it straight up and down, you can do it side to side. I'm gonna do mine a little bit angled, and I'm gonna do some dots, but this is just to give you guys inspiration. Take little bits and pieces from this and make it your own. So before I do anything, let me say that this is totally inspired by Delicious Nails. I will put a little card up above so you guys can go and check her out. She's amazing. She did the most beautiful dry brush with my polishes, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do something like that. It's so beautiful. So this was totally inspired by Delicious Nails, who is incredible. So I'm gonna take Valiant Violet and I'm gonna get most of the shadow, oh my goodness, most of the polish off of the brush. And then I'm just going to do a little diagonal number. So I mean, this is like the easiest thing. If you're not good with nail art, you will be able to do this. So I just take it and I just start making little swipes, and you can do them however you want. And this just looks so cool over black. It really brings out the colors in the polish, like the shiftiness. So we're gonna do a little of this. And then I'm gonna go in with the purple shade, Cam Fam. Same thing, get most of the polish off of your brush. And then same thing, just make, oh my God, look how cool that looks. It looks like blue when it's over black, like ultraviolet blue. Take a little bit down. here, a little bit up here. And then same thing with Young Wild and Pink. I'm just gonna fill in some spots. You can overlap them. You can do honestly whatever you want, and this just looks so cool. Ooh, Young Wild and Pink over black looks like so purple and cool. I'm gonna do the same thing on this nail, and then I'm gonna do some dots on my ring finger. Okay, so again, just make some little swipes. You can't mess it up because it's kind of like abstract. So it just always looks so cool. Oh my gosh, I love Cam Fam over black. She looks so good. Young Wild and Pink. Fill in the little spots. And I had the same nail design on the other day, and I went into Chipotle to get food, and I'm not even kidding, the people behind me were like, oh my gosh, your nail polish is so pretty. Then the cashier said something to me, and the guy who handed me my guac. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so flattered. It was really cool. Okay, on my ring finger, I'm gonna do dots, and I'm gonna use Cam Fam. This dotted over black, huh, she's so good. Let me find my little dotter. Okay, so I have this little double-sided dotting tool. It's from, I have no idea where it's from actually. I think I got it in like a nail set from maybe Amazon. And I'm gonna use the smaller side. There's a bigger dot and a smaller one. I'm gonna use the smaller one. I just need something to put my polish on. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. wipes because I don't have anything down here. So we're just gonna drop a little polish on there. I'm going to gently dip my dotter into the polish, and I like to start in the middle and make one little dot. Oh shoot, I just smudged my thumb. Get a little bit more polish in the center, and then, so you make a line of dots in the center of your nail, get a little bit more polish, and then you go over to the right in between those dots. Make another dot, and same thing up here, and then same thing over to the right in between, dot, dot. I'm at like the weirdest angle, and then we go to the left of that line, and same thing, go in between, make a dot, and then another one. I usually only do 2 dots before I dip in and get more polish. Over to the left, dot, dot. And then a little bit more, and I do the tip. Dot, dot. This is just the way I like to do it. I'm sure there's many different ways to do it, but I find that way works the best. So we're gonna let that dry. Be careful when you're top coating dots because they can smudge very, very easily. I'm gonna go in and top coat these two because when they're not top coated, they don't look that amazing, but when you put top coat on, just freaking wait. So we're gonna top coat this, and then the freaking magic. Oh my god. Look how cool that looks. Sorry, I have my door open if you can hear the birds chirping. Look how cool that looks. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I love it. Sorry, excuse my arm. Okay. See if I can do this without messing up. So same thing. And then over to the right, in between. Oh shoot, you guys aren't going to be able to see these two, I'm sorry. I can't put my camera on the other side because it gets a really bad shadow from my ring light. And there you have it. That is some nail art with Ywp Posse. So good over black. So good over black. Cannot stress that enough. They look incredible on their own, but over black, they look like totally different polishes. So it's like you're getting basically like 8 polishes in one. I mean, in 4, you know what I mean. Also, I want to thank you guys for all of the love, all of you guys that purchased my quad. You guys are sending me pictures and swatches, and you guys are excited. It makes me even more excited. So I appreciate it so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for your love and support. Okay, so getting into swatches for real now. I moved my camera. I think it's a lot better. So this is the first coat of Young Wild in Pink. And I thought about just putting music over these swatches, but I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of like a background on the polishes. So that's one coat, by the way. Now we're going on to the second coat. All of these polishes are opaque in 2 coats. All of them. Even Valiant Violet, which is like a very glittery one, and she does not have any texture, which we'll talk about when we get to her. So Young Wild in Pink, actually the name was thought of by Jill, who is the owner of Glisten and Glow. I had a different name picked out, and Jill's like, what about Young Wild in Pink? And we all just loved it, and it's very fitting. It's a play, of course, off of my Young Wild and Polished. So this one is a perfect toe color. It looks really good with a tan. It's one of those polishes that makes you look more tan, and I just love it. I knew I wanted to do a pink with a bluish shift, and this just turned out so perfectly. I love it so much. I love that tone of pink. Jill totally killed it with this one. Obsessed. Love it so much. And then I'm gonna pop in shots. These were like my swatch pictures that I put on Instagram, but you can really see the shift in the polish. So now we're moving on to Topaz in a Bottle. And yes, my nails are yellow. I'm not dying. It's just because I wear nail polish all the time. So this one is the polish that we changed at the 11th hour. This was actually more of like a silvery base with a pinkish kind of shift to it. And we got to talking, and I'm like, I think 2 silvers is just too much with the hollow glitter. So Missy, who's the owner of Different Dimensions, changed this at the last minute, and I love the way it turned out. It has a bit of a lilac-y purple shift to it, which you guys will really see in the swatch picture. My ring light doesn't do the best with showing the shiftiness of the polishes, but that's one coat, and even one coat looks so pretty. I love this one. I've had this one on my toes for the past 2 weeks, and this one is one of my favorites. Even though it was one that we changed at the last minute, I just love the way it turned out. I feel like it's such a unique shade. That little bit of a lilac shift just makes it so different, and I cannot get enough of it. And every time I have this on, someone looks at it and they're like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest like combination of colors. Look at that. Look at that. And that's not even really showing the shift. You can see it in outdoor sunlight. Oh my gosh, look at it. She's so sparkly and pretty. I just love her. Love her so much. So this is Topaz in a Bottle, and I think the name kind of speaks for itself. Topaz, if you guys don't know, is like my quote unquote alter ego. She's like the badass side of me. There you can really see the purple shift. Obsessed with this one. It's so good. Now we're moving on to Cam Fam. This was the first polish that I created, air quotes, because Jill and Miss did all the work. But this was the first one. I knew I wanted to do a purple polish with a blue shift. That's just my thing. You guys know it's what I love. If there's an eyeshadow or a nail polish that has that purpley blue shift, I'm drawn to it. I just love it. So I knew this polish, I knew it was going to happen. And Missy totally just took the thoughts that were in my head and put them, oh shoot, I should have probably turned my phone off. She took the thoughts in my head and just put them into a bottle. And I don't know how they're just so talented to take my mishmash of thoughts and they somehow just know what to do. They're amazing. So that's one coat of CamFam, which that's the name of the polish, by the way. I think I failed to mention that. It looks like it's glowing when it's on your nails. It is beyond stunning. And again, opaque in 2 coats. And this one I named CamFam. Most of you probably know why. Years ago, the whole thing started where I would joke around about my camel toe, and it kind of took off from there, and then it became CamFam, and you guys were the ones that started that. Like, you guys would hashtag that in pictures and on Instagram, so it just became a thing. And I have a CamFam, which is like the weirdest thing ever, but it's totally fitting for us. So this is CamFam under like indoor lighting, but sunlight coming through the window, so you can really, really see that blue. Do you see how it like glows? Oh my God, it just makes my heart so happy. I love this polish so freaking much. I love all of them. Honestly, like all 4 of them turned out so much better than I ever imagined. Look at that. Come on. It's so good. Next one is Valiant Violet, which this is the one that's like the accent nail polish, even though I've been wearing it like nonstop as a full manicure. And I got a lot of questions from people if it has a textured finish. It does not. Like, even before you top coat, the polish is totally smooth. It's not bumpy. It's not rough or textured at all, which I like. I don't really love polishes that are textured or bumpy or anything, so this is just perfect. It is so sparkly, and it does have that little bit of like a violet lilac shift, which obviously is something that I love. It's a running theme. Now, the name I talked about more on Instagram, but my friend Amber has a little girl. Her name is Violet. They started out as subscribers, and Amber became one of my great friends. And Violet is just this ball of heaven and happiness and light. She has many, many health problems. She has Downs. She has heart problems. I mean, you name it, this little girl has been through it. And she's just the happiest child. She brings so much joy to people's lives, and I wanted to kind of commemorate her in a polish because she is just this little ball of happiness. And I said this on Instagram, but she is one of the strongest, if not the strongest person that I've ever met in my life. So if anyone deserves to have a polish named after them, it is this amazing little girl who always has a smile on her face. So this is Valiant Violet. I love the way this turned out. Jill just absolutely killed it with this one. It's so sparkly. It's holographic. Wait till you guys see it in sunlight, which is coming up right now. I mean, how could you not love that? It's so good. And in certain lighting indoors, you get that violet, like ultraviolet, gorgeous shift. Makes me so happy. Now, this is in my beauty room lighting, so like under ring lights, kind of under ring lights. Oh my God, so good. And you can see it looks really smooth, so no bumpy finish. Obsessed. I think I've said obsessed for each one, but I am. Like, they're my polishes. I love them. Oh my God, there's no words. I love her. I freaking love her. And then I just wanted to pop up some pictures that you guys had done, some of the swatchers that Jill and Missy work with. I will have everyone's links down below if you want to check them out and follow them in the order that these pictures are going up. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to everyone who purchased my quad, the love, the swatches, the tags. You guys just kill me every day. Thank you. I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.
remembers Milli Vanilli. And then remember when it came out that they weren't actually the ones singing? Oh my god, talk about a freaking catastrophe. Milli Vanilli went from here right down here. I was devastated. I'm still kind of devastated. Oh, hey girl! It's Brittany, bitch. Isn't this cute? Look, it has a little lid to go with it. I got it at Target for $5. $5 make you holla. And I put some brushes in it. Okay. I just thought I wanted to show you. Fine, you don't want to see it? I don't care. Don't look. Oh, she is so cute. Look at that blue shirt, baby. Casey, excuse me, girl, but I'm talking. Rude. Casey Holmes just interrupting me. Ew, did you ever look at the underside of your watch? Oh, that is nasty. Ooh, oh, oh, ooh. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Oh my god, this fucking baby. If anybody's wondering about the sweater, I know it probably makes me look better than I am, but it's from Vici Collection. It's so cute and like comfy, and it matches my hair, even though I have my hair up. It's so cute. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Did you just hear my stomach? Oh, hey. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. I want some bones to know. Yeah, you're definitely not Brittany. I mean, I'm not Brittany. You're definitely Brittany. You are not Brittany. But you are. Oh, could you scratch my nose for me? Oh, thanks, girl. Pick my nose one more time. I'm officially done. I swear I'm leaving now. Babe, look at my nail polish. It's the one that I made. Come and look at it. Tell me what you think. Do you see that violet shift? Yeah. She's cute, right? Very nice. She's real cute. Very nice. Thanks, babe. I love her. I fucks with these. Oh, yeah. Why do I not put things away as I'm using them? I just don't understand.